Hi guys! So, welcome to another video. So yeah, please excuse like my overall appearance. I've had a very long day and week, and it's actually really cold outside, but it's really hot in my apartment because the leasing office controls the temperature, and they have the heat up like super high, so it's really fucking warm in here. Okay, and I wanted to do this video like during the day so it would be really bright and sunny, but I just didn't want to wait, and I wanted to do the video right now because I'm like really inspired to do it, even though I look like whatever. I look bad. Okay. So, yeah, this video is about my top ways of overcoming depression, and there are going to be some that I say that you're going to be like, oh, I've tried that and it didn't work for me, or I know that one's not going to work for me, or I don't really want to do that because it sounds too difficult, but I have a lot of them that I wrote down. And if you have any that worked for you and that you think will help people, then leave a comment, and I'm sure that will help some people. But these are the things that worked for me. And I also need to say that I am not a therapist, I'm not a counselor, or anything similar to that whatsoever. So this stuff is just stuff that's worked for me, and I haven't like researched any of these things. So they're just personal things that have helped me get through depression, which might make them even more credible, possibly, but you know. Alright, sorry. Okay, so, oh, and these are in no particular order, so they're just all over the place, and you can pick and choose which ones you want to try or whatever. Alright, so the first one I have is to wear bright clothing or light clothing. Don't wear dark clothing. And this is good if you've had depression in the past and you need to like maintain not having depression. It's good to wear bright colors and light colors, because if you wear something really dark, it's gonna like kind of lower your mood. That's what I've noticed for myself. So I try to steer clear from wearing dark colors most of the time. Like some days I'll put a dark piece of clothing on and I'll like instantly feel like a tiny bit depressed. So I try to wear like super happy clothes. And on that same note, this one is more for females, is to wear, whenever you go out of the house, like take care of your appearance. It's kind of funny that I'm saying that since I look kind of shit. But to take care of your appearance, because when you're depressed, you have a tendency to not give a fuck about what you look like, and you just kind of let yourself go. Well, one thing you can do is just force yourself to be like, to go out of the house looking as best as you can, like put forth an effort, like consciously be like, I know I'm depressed, I know I actually don't give a fuck what I look like because I'm so unhappy. Just like force yourself to like put makeup on, even if you're like super feminist and you don't even like wearing makeup, just like make your appearance attractive and feel good about your appearance. Don't let yourself go. And even if you have let yourself go, just like make an effort. So yeah, so make an effort with your clothing and with your general appearance, and take care of yourself. And you'll notice that, you know, maybe more people will smile at you and stuff, and then if people smile at you, then it might make you feel a little bit happier. Okay, another thing is to have a pleasant environment, to have a good-looking environment. So, for example, one thing you can do is to keep your living space clean. If you notice that it's getting cluttered, or if it's already super cluttered, then clean it. get rid of stuff that you don't really want or need. And you know, like before I made this video, it was kind of like cluttered around over here, so I cleaned it up because, you know, I don't let things get too messy or like just puts me in a bad mood. And also cleaning can relieve stress and get out some frustration and anger. For some reason, like if you're scrubbing stuff, it can help you get out some anger. So yeah, keep a clean environment, a pleasant looking environment. So another thing that you can do is put up pretty pictures on your wall, like pretty landscapes. Like a lot of people when they're depressed, they just tend to like revel in it and wallow in it and put like negative stuff everywhere, like negative posters, listen to negative music. So yeah, try and put beautiful, light, bright things on your wall. You know, decorate with beautiful things, make your environment beautiful and not cluttered. And when you can also just go to aesthetically pleasing, beautiful places. Like if you live near a beach, go to the beach. If you live near a lake, go to the lake. Go to a river, go to a park that has lots of flowers, like go to a botanical garden. And I know that's hard because you're like, oh, I'm too depressed to even do anything. But, you know, just keep these things in mind, that if you have a pretty environment, it's going to uplift your mood and make you feel better. So yeah. Another thing is to exercise and have some movement, even if it's just going outside for a short walk, you know, doing anything to just get out of wherever you are and move your body around a little bit. And my favorite exercises are yoga and going for walks, but also weightlifting is really good, and running, jogging, because when you're jogging, it releases a lot of endorphins and you get frustration out when you run and emotions out. You know, they're actually like released when you're jogging. So if you can bring yourself to exercise, then that helps you with depression. Okay, so the next one is kind of general and obvious, sort of, but you know, get therapy. I know I say this a lot, but get therapy, get counseling. I know so many people are reluctant to do that because therapists have such a bad reputation and people badmouth them all the time. But really, you know, just because they had a bad experience with it doesn't mean that you will, because I've had mostly good experiences, and even if I had like a mediocre or slightly bad experience, I still made the best of it. And so I still like tried to get as much out of it as possible. I wasn't just totally negative about it, like I wasn't just totally like I didn't have a bad attitude about it. So yeah, if you go to therapy, have a good attitude about it. Go in there expecting that they're going to help you and expecting that you can trust them because they're going to keep your information confidential. And yeah, you can feel comfortable with them. You can tell them anything. You can scream. You can just, you know, as long as you're not like hurting them physically, you can like just let any negative emotion out on them. And they might want to retire after they talk to you, but you know, it doesn't matter because that's their job. Okay. And the next thing is kind of follows that one, is to try an antidepressant medication. I know a lot of people are anti-medication and they're freaked out by medication, because I was that way too, but when I went completely psycho, I kind of didn't have a choice, and I just had to get used to having to take medication. But if you're depressed, you know, you should try a medication if you're able to get your hands on some antidepressants through your doctor. And yeah, it can help you. Those do work. The next one is your diet, and put simply, just eat. And I'm not saying eat like a whole pint of Ben & Jerry's or like a whole pizza to yourself. I'm not saying eat junk food to make yourself feel better. Like, don't eat your emotions as far as like eating junk food. I'm saying, like, if you have like low blood sugar, you're not going to feel good. You're going to feel depressed. And when I was depressed, I was the type of depressed person that like didn't eat. A lot of people eat more when they're depressed, but I was the type of person that just didn't eat because I didn't care enough. And so, but then I would realize, like, after I would eat something, I'd be like, wow, I actually feel better, you know. So good things to eat are healthy carbohydrates. And this is what healthy carbohydrates looks like. I actually brought some examples. Bananas, organic bananas, fruit, organic apple, fruit, sugar, vitamins, minerals, dried fruit. You might not like these, I'm kind of sick of them myself, but dried fruit and yeah, more dried fruit. This is dried mango. Like, this is like nature's candy, you know. Dried fruit is like nature's candy. And citrus, it's really good. Really puts you in a better mood. I actually can't eat this because I started taking Boost Bar. It's the anti-anxiety medication. But I had this in my fridge already, so I thought if I can't eat it, I can at least use it in a video. So, citrus fruits, if you can eat them, if you're allowed to eat those. And yeah, like, I also like to eat chocolate. Chocolate is fair trade, organic, vegan chocolate is what I eat. And chocolate has like MAO inhibitors or I don't know. Chocolate can be a good antidepressant. And I eat dark chocolate because it's better for you. Okay, so just healthy eating, vitamins, minerals, carbohydrates for energy. Okay. And the next idea is watch funny movies and look at comics and look at funny GIFs and pictures and cute animals and funny shows. Anything that makes you laugh and smile. Anything that you know that makes you laugh and smile. Whether it's YouTube videos of cute animals, a comedy TV show, comedy movies. I mean, if you don't laugh at like comedies, then, you know, maybe you should, okay, just don't follow that tip. But if you do find comedies funny, then they will make you laugh, and that will release endorphins and stretch your smiley muscles. Okay. And the next thing is spirituality and religion. It's like been documented that people who are religious have less rates of depression. So personally, I'm not religious, but I am, you know, I'm pretty spiritual, and, you know, if you're not religious either, then maybe, you know, you can think about maybe, like, learning a little bit about religions or different theologies or something, you know. Maybe it's time to become a Buddhist or whatever. I forgot to get it, but just a second. Okay. This book really got me through like a really hard time. The I Ching, maybe some of you have heard of it. It's Chinese philosophy. And yeah, so just this book is like so good. It's like fate and just being patient. patient and letting situations flow. I don't know. I have a hard time explaining. I will explain this book in another video. How about that? I'll like read over and try and jog my memory of what was in this, but oh my god. And this book is like magical. Like, it's seriously magical. So yeah, if you have some money, go on Amazon.com and get this book and really take in what it's saying. And I highlighted, you know, some words that really struck me, and yeah, really helped me. Like, this was my Bible, you know. And if you're a Christian or whatever, take out your book or whatever and get back into religion and believing in whatever you believe in, and that will help spirituality and stuff. Okay, the next one is to get sunlight, and I wanted to do this video during the day when it was sunny because I thought it would be appropriate, but I was so busy today that I couldn't, and I just wanted to do this video sometime today, or tonight or whatever. Anyways, so yeah, get sunlight. When I was depressed, I would like not get any light whatsoever. I would have the windows covered. I would never go outside, but you know what? Get outside when it's sunny. Get some sunlight. I don't know why that helps. I haven't researched this or anything, but it really helps to get sunlight. It's just a tip. Okay. Alright, so the next one is to appreciate what you do have. Like, you might have the shittiest fucking life. You think your life is like the worst possible it could ever be, and no one has it as hard as you, and your life is so hard. And yeah, I know that feeling, and it's like oftentimes it's just a chemical imbalance, or maybe your circumstances are really bad, but just try and appreciate what you do have. If you're not like dying from starvation or thirst, or, you know, frightened every moment of the day because, you know, you live in an extremely violent environment, then that's something to be thankful for. And so yeah, if you have food to eat, to live, and you have water to drink, and you have a bed to sleep in, I mean, you might not have all of those things, but anything that you do have, just like appreciate that, like hardcore. Be like, wow, I'm so lucky to like have, you know, whatever you do have. I'm not gonna like say anything else about that. And I guess the last thing that I have written down is to not normalize your depression, because that kind of happened with me. I was like, okay, so this is just what life is, but no, you are not supposed to be depressed all the time. Some people go their whole lives, I mean, you're not alone. There are a lot of depressed people, but it's not normal, okay? So don't normalize it, and don't be like, okay, this is my life, this is what it's supposed to be, this is what it's always going to be, because it's not normal to be depressed. Yeah, some people go their whole lives without being depressed, but some people go their whole lives without wanting to kill themselves, especially, because sometimes you'll be like, oh, like, everyone goes through this. Everyone contemplates suicide, but no. Some people are happy. Lots of people are happy, and it's normal to be happy and be happy in your life and be able to live a normal, happy, healthy life. So yeah, trust me, you're not alone. I mean, this person has been through depression, and lots of people who are watching this have been through depression, but it's not normal, and there's stuff that you can do about it, and I got through it. You know, I'm not saying these tips are going to cure your depression or anything. They're mostly just things to help a little bit, and if you aren't depressed anymore, but you used to be, These things can be like maintenance things. Like, I take medication, I go to therapy, I eat healthy diet, I get sunlight, I have spirituality, and I keep my house clean. Okay, anyways, I do all of these things to like keep myself from getting depressed again. So yeah, this video is probably weird a little bit, but I hope it helps some people. And yeah, I might refilm this better quality later, but I wanted to get it up there to help anyone. And yeah, so yeah, and as a side note, I've had a hard time keeping up with the comments and people's questions that they write in the comments. So I think what I'm going to do is, if you leave a comment that has a question in it, instead of me like answering your question right there, I'm going to like copy and paste it, put it in a Word document, and I'm going to add that to the Q&A. And yeah, and I'm going to read your question, but I don't think I'm going to read your username. And I hope no one has a problem with that. If you do have a problem with it, then be like, please mention my username, so, I don't know, whatever. I don't think anyone will mind me not using their username, but just to be sure. So if you leave a question in the comments, I will answer it in the Q&A. If you email me, I will answer your question in the Q&A. And, yeah. This is super long. I have more things to say, but I don't want to make it any longer, so I hope this video was helpful in some way. And yeah, I hope you have a good night, and I'll talk to you later.